I am pretty good in arithmetic, and I know that the fight in front of us is a very, very steep fight. But we will continue to fight for every vote and every delegate we can get.
So there's the message from Bernie Sanders late last night, early this morning. He will fight into the convention in late July, or will he? This despite mounting pressure to step aside and allow Hillary Clinton to charge forward. A bit earlier today, I spoke with Javier Becerra, Democrat chairman of the House Democratic Caucus, about how Hillary Clinton wins this year. How does a Democrat return to the White House when that jobs number was so dreadful?
Oh, talking about how we're going to continue to create jobs when you've had more than 6 years of continuous job growth every month, and even though last month's figures were a lot lower than we were hoping, you have continued to see job growth, and that's what we want to see versus during the Bush years when we saw massive job loss. And so we've got to do more. And it's not just increasing the number of jobs, Bill, it's also making sure that American workers who are putting their all into their effort make more money as well. And so
and you know, wages have been stagnant, and you've had a Democrat in the White House to work on that for 7.5 years. Another question, how does she win the White House under investigation by the FBI?
So, and remember, wages have been going up, but not as fast as we'd like. But that's obviously the case, that we want to make sure that people are getting paid what they earn. How does she get to the White House? Doing what she's done. She's gotten more votes than anyone has in a primary process so far. She's gotten over 1 million more votes in a very contested Democratic primary process than has Donald Trump. And I believe that she has appealed to so many different communities. So unlike Donald Trump, who seems to be dividing America, she's talking about uniting America.
Well, Donald Trump last night put the focus back on the Clinton Foundation. He put the focus back on her server and said that she used the State Department as a hedge fund. And now you see the general election play out. What is her defense on those charges?
Her defense would be, hey, look, I've released more than 2 decades of tax returns. Donald Trump, how many have you released? If you're so good about disclosure and about who's making money the right way or wrong way, show us your tax returns. He's the only presidential candidate that I can remember that has been unwilling to release his tax returns. So before you start casting stones, make sure that you have been able to go ahead and show the American people where you stand.
The Clinton Foundation, she's going to have to defend this charge about using it for her personal gain. Now that's what Trump's going to do. And what is she going to say in return?
Take a look at my tax returns. Whether there's been personal gain in a wrong way, take a look at my tax returns. Donald Trump, let us take a look at your tax returns. Show us that you've done things the right way. Show us that you pay taxes. Show us that you haven't been receiving money from the same people you're attacking. Show us, Donald Trump, just as you're trying to hide from your racist comments from before, show us that you have a right to tell the American people that you know how to create jobs for them, not just for yourself.
He says he can put states in play that are not typical. Can she? And if so, name one.
Well, I believe that Hillary Clinton will be competitive in every state in the nation. Certainly in others, she'll do better than some people would expect. But what I think is going to happen here is that Donald Trump is going to find that his message is not appealing to so many people. And he can either say that in my state of California, he's going to put it in play. Take a look at the numbers of people who voted in California, who voted for Donald Trump versus who voted for Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. It's very clear that the majority of Americans are moving towards Hillary Clinton, not Donald Trump.
Last question here. How does this end with Bernie Sanders?
Oh, I think we're going to find that Democrats are going to come together in a united voice to speak to the American people about November, how important it is to elect someone who wants to break down barriers and build bridges, not someone who wants to build walls and says racist remarks.
Yeah, he's not going quietly, as you know, Sanders. How does it end?
I don't think anyone wants the voice of Bernie Sanders to go away. Bernie Sanders has excited so many people. I believe Democrats want to hear Bernie Sanders' voice all the way to November, because we need to have the power of that message resonating with the message of Secretary Clinton. So it's not about trying to distance ourselves from Bernie Sanders. It's making sure that we all move together. Remember, his fight wasn't just for himself. His fight was for the American people, and that's what Hillary Clinton's fight is about as well.
We've got a lot more to discuss, and we will in the coming months. I hope you come back, okay? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.